There are hundreds of social networks available today, from online communities for knitters to websites catering to canine friendships, believe it or not. However, there are only a handful of social networks that are of particular importance to businesses and individuals looking to build a brand. Sometimes these networks can get so overwhelming because the list is so long, so I wanted to narrow it down to just a few. Today, Foursquare dominates the location-based services world. This is where people check in and notify their friends about where they are. The company recently changed its focus from users sharing location to suggesting locations for users to visit. There is also an interesting gaming component to Foursquare. If you check in at one location more than anyone else, you are given the title of mayor of that location. I'm sure you can imagine how this can benefit many companies, particularly companies like retailers. Companies are also offering discounts if you check in at their stores and businesses, providing a great opportunity for these physical storefronts. Pinterest really is the new kid on the block, one of the fastest growing social networks so far this year. While it is primarily a female audience, the usage ranges from anyone looking to share inspiring photos of things they like to web designers using the tool as a platform for a visual resume. Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube are perhaps the best known of all of these networks, but services like Tumblr and Google+ are gaining in popularity. For example, Tumblr has more than 50 million users and is a popular place for brands such as Red Bull to share inspiring photos and quick blog posts. One of the things that I really like about Tumblr is that it's taken away some of that pressure from people who want to blog but don't really have a lot of time to write these really long blog entries. The premise of Tumblr is you can write really quick posts that may just include a photo or a video and even a quote, something very simple to do. Google+, Google's next newest social network, has millions of fans and is well known for its Hangout technology, allowing multi-person video chats. Now, social media truly has a language of its own. We're going to talk about some of the key terms just so you understand how they're used and what they mean. Friending is probably the easiest of all of these terms, simply adding someone as a friend. Following is another term that is popular in the social media space. This applies to Twitter and to Google+, meaning you're subscribing to a person's updates. It sounds a little creepy, but in the social space, it really isn't. Tweeting is the act of posting on Twitter. Twitter probably has the most terms that are associated particularly with that platform than any of the other social networks. Retweeting is a really simple thing you can do to share someone's post from Twitter and broadcast it to your followers. There really is an entire art around retweeting that we'll also talk about later in this online course. Pinning is a new term because of Pinterest, the popular social network that launched not that long ago. Pinning means you're posting a photo to Pinterest, a really simple way to upload a photo or add a link to a photo and allow other people to browse your boards on Pinterest. This is the place where you house those photos. Cloud is another tool that is a little bit different than some of the others above. It's a popular tool that measures a person's online influence. Many companies are very interested in Clout because they want to get a sense of the influencers in their communities.